Jennifer, you were project manager. What happened?
We lost.
Are you surprised? You should be, because you thought you won, right?
I really did. I thought that everyone did such a good job on this team and worked so hard. It was incredible. I was really proud of us, and I thought that
But the theme was bad. The signage I heard was terrible.
We had some issues with a lot of things. I think...
But you just told me the team did so great, everything was great, but then you say you have issues. I heard from Randall the theme was terrible.
By comparison, if you saw the event of the opposing team compared to what I saw in the tent, no comparison.
Okay.
Completely conveyed luxury, whereas yours was very, very average. I mean, the other team had balloons, they had beautiful signage, LCD screens, multiple LCD screens and multiple signage, whereas I saw maybe, how many signs did your team have? 3?
We had 4 signs.
4 signs? It was just a much better looking event than yours. Much better looking.
Well, I do think the team worked very hard together, so I do still stand by that. It's not that anyone here was a colossal screw-up or anything like that. So
Who did the signage?
Angela and Derek worked together on the signage.
Why was the signage so bad, Derek? You're supposed to be this artsy guy.
I only had about 5 hours to do signage.
It's a lot of time, right?
It took, well, not when you have to create multiple signs.
Do you blame yourself for signage?
I blame, if it wasn't creatively good and people didn't like it, I take some responsibility for that, but the working conditions in which I had to create it were not my problem.
Do you think your event conveyed luxury, Derek?
I think parts of the event conveyed luxury. I tried to make the signage convey luxury. All of our message points had the word luxury in there somewhere.
If I were to say that it lacked luxury, who would you blame for that?
I would blame whoever was in charge of the customer experience.
Who was in charge of customer experience?
I'm not quite sure. I think it was either Jennifer. I think it was Jennifer. You can tell me who you signed those events to. The go-karts, the illusionist,
Whose idea was the go-karts?
It was Derek's idea initially.
Go-kart does not...
Hold on.
Go-kart does not convey luxury.
No, absolutely.
Go-kart does not convey luxury.
It was Derek's idea, but in his defense, the creative team did not come up with like any ideas. So basically, by the time...
But weren't you the creative team?
No, Angela was the person in charge of creative.
Yeah, but you were the project manager.
This event was huge. You've seen it, how all the things we had to tie together. Essentially, we assigned people...
But the other team had the same event, and they tied it together very well.
So I'm explaining what we assigned ourselves into 3 different teams. Angela and Derek were the people in charge of creative.
Can you ride in a go-kart?
That's the funniest part. I probably couldn't ride.
He said that at the time.
But no, we were 4 hours into the first day, and we hadn't had a theme yet. I was getting frustrated. I'm like, let's throw stuff out. And I'm like, how about go-karts just off the top of my head? And then later on, Christine
but things shouldn't be just said off the top of your head.
No, and later on, Christine said, that doesn't convey luxury. And I said to Jen, I said, yeah, that probably does not convey luxury. I would like to do it, but I'm not the Lexus customer. I'm white trash. I only eat at restaurants with deep-fried appetizers. So I know I'm not the Lexus.
What do you mean you're white trash?
I'm just joking about that.
But what does that mean? You don't joke about that. What does that mean you're white trash?
I grew up in a small town, and
does that make you white trash? Do you feel you're white trash?
Sometimes
that's
I do.
a pretty stinking statement. But don't you think that's a pretty bad statement about yourself?
No, not necessarily. I don't think people take that seriously.
It doesn't sound flattering.
Do you go around calling yourself white trash?
Do
you think I want to hire somebody that's white trash?
No. I say it as a joke sometimes.
I don't like it as a joke. You know what, Derek? You're fired. I think that is so stupid for you to say, you're fired.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
Terrible. You shouldn't use that expression anymore either. How stupid can you be?
My strategy in this process is always to keep my mouth shut in the boardroom, and I totally screwed up this time. I knew I was going down, and I decided, hey, I'm going down my way, and I'm going to be a complete smartass. And unfortunately, Mr. Trump didn't appreciate that and gave me the smackdown. So right now in the boardroom, someone else is probably giving the smackdown, and you know what? Good luck to the ladies.
I don't want to hire white trash. You know what? White trash is a terrible expression. Yeah. It's not a nice expression.
If you don't want to hire him and you think you can't see him
I don't want to hire somebody that thinks he's white trash, even in a joking way, and I'm not sure he was joking.
Okay, that's fair enough.
By the way, I still have to fire somebody, specifically the person that's responsible for the loss.